Welcome back. My name is Kyla May. You are watching Knitwear Diaries. Did want to give a jump scare warning. Since this is a get ready with me video, I decided I might want to look nice during my intro. So yeah. I also wanted to apologize in advance because I cannot multitask, and so I say like crazy throughout this video. And I mean like crazy. I mean like if you want to have alcohol poisoning, take a shot every time I say So I apologize in advance. Good luck. Sorry. So I was going to do a more traditional like knit podcast, but all of my yarn, the notions that I've have ordered as well, and they're on the mail because it's Christmas today, so like I wouldn't have much to talk about, and like I would kind of just like not really have any real input because I haven't gotten all of my stuff yet, and so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do a get ready with me and talk about what I want to knit in 2025. I decided to go this route because in 2016 I was watching get ready with me videos, like especially like get ready with me like crime podcasters. I don't know, there's just something about a girl doing her makeup and you just really locking in. So let's get started. So first I'm gonna start with patterns I own, because I just think it makes the most sense, and also because I keep buying patterns, so I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do this. I should have done my eyebrows. Oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, because I keep buying patterns, and it's like, girl, like who's gonna knit this? Because like you are being very, very, I don't want to say overconfident, but I'm definitely overestimating myself and the time I have. And so a lot of this is going to be patterns I own, because like at the end of the day I have to be realistic, and you know, I just can't have more in my patterns I don't own list. I just gotta be good. I don't know how much more to explain that except for like that. The first pattern I am going to knit is the Stego sweater by Hunt Hand Knit. It's just really cute. It looks like a circular yoke Stegosaurus pattern, and I'm going to be making that for Leo because, well, their favorite dinosaur is an Ankylosaurus, which kind of looks like a Stegosaurus, and I was scrolling on TikTok and my volume was pretty loud, and Leo was cooking dinner, and this person was like, look at this Stego sweater I just knit, and Leo was like, wait, scroll back. And then I bought the pattern immediately, and I'm super excited because like every sweater I've knit up to this point has been a raglan sweater, and so I'm kind of like, I need to learn something new. Like, as you know, I just started knitting literally 2 months ago, and I have 2 finished sweaters, which I'm going 3. I have 3 finished sweaters, which I will be showing you guys at the end, because I am a pretty monogamous knitter. It just makes, I can't do a whole video just talking about my finished objects yet, so yeah. Anyways, so the colors that we're going to do, and the yarns in the mail, FYI, is a dark gray and a white, and the main color being the dark gray, and those are the colors that you chose. We are using Drops yarn because homegirl on a budget. Yeah, anyways, very excited about that, and I'm gonna do everything for this. I'm gonna make sure I do a proper gauge swatch because I kind of don't typically, and I'm just gonna do a really good job. So the next sweater that I want to knit is the Ants in a Row Raglan by Meredith Wilmot. She is, I believe it's an entomologist, but I'm not gonna re-look it up. But she is getting her PhD in all things bugs, which is cool. And this sweater is so darling and fun. I love it so much. And so I was actually going to, this is too light, we'll figure it out. I was actually going to knit this first, but then we saw the Stego sweater, and you know, we just have to reroute everything. It's a raglan sweater, and I already have the pattern. Oh yeah, I'm talking about all the stuff I have patterns for already. I don't know, I'm just like super excited. But once again, this is a raglan sweater, and so when Leo was like, oh my gosh, I want the Stego sweater, I was a lot more like, oh yeah, let's learn a new skill, because learning a new skill is good, you guys. I haven't purchased the yarn for this yet. I do think I know what colors I want to do, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. We'll go with the vibes. Technically, I do have yarn that, yarn in my stash, that I could use for this project, but, like, how do I explain this? It's scratchy as hell. And so, what did I buy? It was the purple yarn I talked about in my last video that I ordered online, which I don't think I will willingly order it again. Ooh. Just because it is really freaking scratchy, and it's not a pleasure to hold, and I feel so bad. But it's like, I did get it on sale, and I did not do any research when I bought it. I was just like, oh my god, $2 a skein? Yeah, I'll order this for $2 a skein. Which, you know, it's my fault. So anyways, so like, I could technically make it with that, but I'm using the purple yarn to kind of just excuse my language, fuck around, and I am learning how to entrelac knit, and so that's what I'm using that yarn for. Okay, so the next sweater I want to knit is the Easy Color Sweater by Easy as Knit. I really love the checkers, and it's very similar to the sweater that I just finished, but it has like little hearts in it, you guys. I love hearts. That shot like straight out. Oh my gosh. There we go. Now it's misting. That like literally, I was like, okay, anyways, yeah, I purchased this pattern. It's another raglan sweater. Shocker. But what's cute about this little raglan sweater is the raglan lines are like a continuation of the little school wears, which I think is absolutely darling. And so that will be super cute. I do like the colors that they used. We'll see what happens. I can't think about more than one project at a time because it's genuinely making me anxious. But also, I haven't taken my meds yet, so I don't know. We'll see if I end up making it. I have the pattern. I don't know. When I first bought it, it was like, I was like feeling inspired, but now it's not inspiring me too much. But I'm also like, at least I know it's going to be a quick knit. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when in this timeline I will make it. Hopefully no one comes out with a pattern that I want to knit. So, as long as no one comes out with a pattern that I want to knit before this, this will be made eventually. And I'm hoping I'll do like kind of more fun summerish colors, even though like it literally gets like 100 degrees and is like super humid where I'm at during the summer. But my office at work is really cold like all the time. And so I'm kind of like, I wear sweaters year round, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, this next sweater got inspiration from While You Were Sleeping with Sandra Bullock, and she wears this blue cardigan, okay? And in certain scenes, like like you can like see like this like really nice like halo, and it's a cropped cardigan, and it's genuinely so cute. And like I love this movie so much. It's one of my favorite movies. And every time this cardigan gets, like, every time it's like I see her in this cardigan, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this cardigan. And so I'm gonna knit it because I just absolutely can't. And I think I want to do like a dark green. But also a lot of the knits I have in this list I want to do in green, because green's just like my favorite color. But so we'll see if I actually end up doing it in green. For this sweater, I purchased the Novice Cardigan Mohair edition by Petite Knit, and I will just not do the cuffed arms, and then I'll just like end it short, but it has the top that's similar to what's in the movie. So that's what I plan on doing. Sandra Bullock, amazing. This movie, it's so fun and funny and hilarious, and just I love it. And it's also technically a Christmas movie. My partner and I decided that we are going to start a new tradition where we just essentially watch rom-coms that have kind of take place in Christmas. It's kind of like, you know, everyone's saying Die Hard's a Christmas movie, and I'm very excited for next year and the next movie we watch. So my first non-sweater thing on this list, I want to knit the Wildlife Socks by Knits by Bethany. So Knits by Bethany, she just started making patterns, I think last year. And these cute little socks, you guys, look at the shape and the mountains. It's adorable. But before I do that, of course, I'm gonna make like a vanilla sock, just to kind of like get, I don't know, get technique down. But like once I do that, like I'm gonna knit these socks. Like they're so cute. So I actually know Bethany in person. She used to live where I'm at, but she moved to the West Coast. She like always brought her projects around, and they're always super cool, and it's super cool to watch her knit. And so like for years I kind of just like watched her do her thing and admire from afar. Okay, there's a bit of a lighting change. It's because I got this my vanity light thing from like Marshall's or something, so I apologize for that. The next thing I want to knit is the Season Set by Ullin Knitwear. The sweater that I just finished knitting, which you will see at the end of this video because I'm wearing it today for Christmas, is her flurry sweater. But like this mitten is so freaking cute, and I plan on knitting it once I get my stuff to knit the socks, because then it's like, then I could like make mittens. Make mittens, which like I know I could do magic glue, but oh my god, I actually don't like magic glue that much, like at all. I really don't. Oh my god, blend girl, blend please. So yeah, it also comes with a cute little matching hat. So we'll see if I make that, but I'm definitely going to make the mittens. Like when it's like winter now in the Midwest, and I'm just constantly like, oh my gosh, I wish I had mittens, and I wish they were cute. And then I saw Olin post this, and I was like, oh my gosh, those are cute mittens. I need to have them. So I bought that pattern, and I'm very excited. Now for patterns I don't own. So this list is obviously significantly shorter, and it's because I just gotta stop spending money, essentially, is the entire reason why I do that. Why I did this. The first thing on the list is the Daisy sweater by Solvata Knitwear. Guys, look at how cute it is. I love it. I actually really like the colorway of this. She has another sweater with a different kind of flower that she did in red and white, and it actually is so cute that I'm kind of like, oh my gosh. I don't wear a lot of red, but I would wear that because it's adorable. And so hopefully I get the chance to knit this. It's definitely not a priority on my list right now, obviously, because I have so many patterns that like I just need to get through before that. But you know, we'll see. The next sweater I want to knit is the Charlie pullover by Mareka Knit. I love the structure of it. I love that it's like oversized. I love the look of the collar. Like, that is so cute. And I just think it's a really lovely, pattern, and I love how it drapes. And so I'm hoping to be able to knit this at some point this year, because I just feel like it's just like such a staple type of piece that like I couldn't possibly go wrong. The next sweater on my list is the Un sweater, and I'm probably saying that wrong, but the Un sweater by November Knits. I believe I first saw this, and I could be wrong, NE Knits made this, and like I watched a podcast about her like talking about it, but I just loved that like giant split hem, and like I love anything oversized, which you guys will come to learn because you'll realize it's the only thing I make. But I think it's just so cozy and sleek at the same time. I don't know how to better explain that. And so I'm hoping to be able to knit this at some point this year. Next, let's talk about my finished objects. Hold on, I need to shut up for this. Okay, let's see if I could actually talk about this freaking finished object. I knit a little beanie. My little brother just had a child, so I knit him a beanie. And it's really cute. It's also my very first beanie. Really tiny. I honestly hated like knitting it, like, you know, like when you're doing all the decreases. I think I'm gonna remake another one and kind of decrease in the style of the Oslo hat by Petite Knit. This one I just freehand in. It's alright. My next one is this raglan sweater in the colors of KU colors, and this is for my partner's nephew, because I brought my flurry sweater with me to knit while we visited family and while we drove to Kansas. Okay, yeah, so I brought the flurry sweater with me while we drove to Kansas, and he was obsessed with knitting. And I mean, like, I will put my project down to, you know, converse with the family, and to, you know, give my hands a break. And he would bring it to me and he would go, I want you to work on this. And so I did, and I let him do a few stitches here and there, and so like you can kind of see it in my work, because, you know, obviously like tension issues, but I think it like gives it a little bit of charm. I honestly don't mind it too much. And it was really cute. He also helped me wind up the hanks for this into balls, or into cakes, and he loved doing that, and I was kind of like, oh, thank God, because I kind of didn't want to do it. That was just a really cute moment, and I wanted to go to a bigger local yarn store while in Kansas, and he would be like, don't forget, my favorite colors are blue, red, and yellow, which he's so sassy and adorable, and he's 5. So I knit up this raglan sweater. I didn't buy a pattern for it because I was just like, well, I know how to make a raglan sweater, clearly. And so I did a bunch of math and drafted up my own pattern because I was like, I'm not spending $6 for another raglan sweater pattern. And the sweater, it fits great. I think lengthwise it does need to be stretched out just a little bit, but that's fine. and I was honestly guessing, which I need to text his mom and tell him how to stretch it out. I used 100% superwash wool, so we can stretch that out, and yeah. Alright, I am going to finish up my makeup really quick, and then we will talk about my last finished object. And here she is. So I knit the Flurry sweater by Ullin Knitwear, as I've probably mentioned a million times in my other clips. I did not use a bulky weight yarn. I believe I just used a worsted weight because I didn't want to use a bulky weight, if I'm being honest. But I did use the same size needles that the pattern calls for with the bulky weight yarn. I just knew that, like, it was already going to be super oversized. I think the pattern says that there is 15 centimeters of positive ease. And so I was like, oh, it's already going to be huge. And I am a loose knitter. I might as well just have a worsted weight yarn. I did talk about what yarns I used in my last video, but in case you didn't see that, these were the Cascade 220s, and I only used about 5 hanks of this, I want to say, maybe 6. Honestly, like, this knit for like the first colorwork sweater I've ever done is really nice, and I'm glad I went this route. I did do a few changes though. So this like seaming design was supposed to go on the sides of the sweater, and I decided I actually don't like that. And it was also supposed to be for the underarms, but I was like, I don't want that seaming there, and so I did without it, and I think it turned out pretty good. Yeah, so this is my I want to say my most favorite finished object that I've done thus far. I love it. I love how oversized it is. I did want it to be cropped, but I forget that I'm short, so it turned out to be the correct size for me anyways. So thank you for watching, and I apologize to any makeup enthusiasts or like anyone who watched me do my makeup and was like, yeesh. I'm technically not done with my makeup look because I have to do like my mascaras, but it is only 12 o'clock, and we're heading over to our friends at, you know, dinner time. But I thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video, and hopefully all of my notions will come in. I am very anxious about it, and everyone around me knows I've been anxious about it, and so hopefully that comes in soon, or else I will have a mental breakdown. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.